In this tier list, you will see us grade movies with some of the largest visual effects budgets in the history of cinema.
Now, some of these effects were individually expensive, but others were a massive cost across the entire budget of the film.
Regardless, all these effects have one thing in common.
They cost a lot of money to bring to the screen.
Some of these numbers might shock you.
We are going to be grading these effects not just on their technical quality,
because everything on this list has been done by the world's top tier talent.
We're also going to pay attention to how these effects make us feel and their effectiveness as a storytelling tool.
In other words, for being the most expensive visual effects, are we getting the best results?
Or does it take more than money to deliver quality?
Let's find out.
All right, Sam, Jordan and I have brought clips for you, and we've brought some facts for you.
Ooh, facts.
And we want to work with you to make a tier list here, but you are going to be the judge, the final arbiter, right?
Yeah.
You're the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Because it can't just be a 1v1 situation.
Perfect.
So please man the controls.
I'm happy to do this. Guys, the perfect one to start with is one of the most expensive movies, The Flash.
The baby.
You want to start with a banger, huh? And this is a long movie, a lot of visual effects. You're talking about on-screen visual effects costing about $13,000 per second. Keep that in mind.
It's custom models being made, and shaders being made, and textures being made, and animation being made for every single little insert and idea that they want to do. It's like, oh, he jumps to the MRI machine. It's like, well, I guess I'm modeling one of those from scratch. Oh, he needs to eat some food from a vending machine. Yes, I'm modeling one of those from scratch. Oh, he punches through the glass. All right, the physics sim department, and you're gonna need like 3 artists to work on this. And it's like building a video game level, but just for a few seconds of footage, and that's it. Oh, what is going on with the head? Oh boy.
This is known to be like one of the bigger post-production firestorms of all time. We're talking notes over and over and over and over and over again, iteration 10, 20, 30, 40 for a single shot before it's approved. And then you've got changes on that. What we're looking at is the top layer of visual effects. The real price tag is all the visual effects underneath that got buried under iterations.
This movie was remade a bunch of times. And you know what? The visual effects are also probably fantastic. This sequence, I would give a D. I would give a D.
I mean, it'd be hard pressed to make visual effects that would sell this thing. So I'm with you actually on this one, and I would put this in the D category.
Sam, what would you do?
I would say D is perfect for this.
It hurts too, because the destruction looks really nice.
The Justice League. Cost $300 million to shoot. I'm going to estimate that 40% of that budget went to visual effects because it's a very visual effects heavy movie. Adjusted for inflation, we're looking at $29,000 per second of screen time, which is insane. But this is what they open the movie with.
Zoran, can we ask you some questions?
That's a rough decision.
It's like he just went to the dentist and got his full of Novocaine.
And here's the thing that makes this expensive. It's not just the money spent on the visual effects. It's the money in the contracts that say that, hey, Henry Cavill is on this production. He is not going to shave because the production's not going to let him. So you guys got to figure it out.
Money.
And they either have to decide to delay the whole shoot, delay the release of the film, which will cost them millions, or just try to fix it with visual effects, which will still cost them millions.
Come up with a number that makes sense and shave the darn thing.
Yeah.
Adding a fake mustache in makeup is so much easier. This breaks my heart. You have set someone up for abject failure.
Dude, yeah, this is brutal. That's brutal. That's a brutal one.
I'm seeing a lot of really technically advanced CGI being made by a bunch of artists, but what's happening because of this is I'm seeing what's effectively a bunch of different layers of things that all don't quite coexist, and it kind of becomes an animation, and then there's just a lot of actors on a green screen. And from an overall creative point of view, some like visionary direction happening to lead all this stuff, I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing really cool shots, I'm not seeing huge moments, I'm just kind of seeing a lot of smoke, a lot of fire, a lot of embers, and a lot of color grade, and a lot of like bloom.
What do you think?
I would give it a D.
Wow.
I can't believe I did it.
You're saying this is as bad as The Flash?
I see, okay, I'm gonna put on my technical hat here. There's a ton of complex simulation going on, massive undertaking. I'm gonna lean into the more generous rating of a B.
You said D, you said B. Here's what's going on. So we're gonna combine them. We're getting a C. The artists did a good job with what they could here. However, there was no meat on those bones.
So we're talking big CG and the infamous Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. An estimated $85 million visual effects budget for this, $15,000 a second. Little more than Flash, half the price of Justice League. It's a big hitter because you're not talking about one CG hero front-facing asset. Not 2, not 3, 8 rotating characters with a plethora of additional photoreal monkeys peppered throughout the entire film.
Can I tell you a dirty little secret?
Tell me that.
Anytime I see a monkey in the trailer or on the poster, I nope out. I've never seen a single one of these movies.
Oh,
I hate to say it, I'm with Sam.
What?
I just don't have any interest in monkeys.
Yeah,
What?
monkeys.
wait, you guys have never seen Planet of the Apes?
No.
What is this?
No, I refuse. You said that apes are the new World War II, and perhaps, but that's not a trend I'm on board with.
VFX awards.
You know what? Even though there's a ton of CGI, they're doing a good job of not making it feel like a cartoon. It doesn't feel like I'm watching Beast Wars.
Like, you know it's not real just by proxy of existing as a human on Earth, but it's not, for me at least, it's not triggering me out of the story.
I'm not going, hey, it's CGI. Like, you start to actually think, oh, whoop.
Yeah, you react to the scenes as one should.
Yeah.
That's
See,
so
there you
true!
go. There you
That's
go.
so true! This is one of my favorite shots right here.
Yeah, like the camera's stuck to the turret of it. That's nice. The direction's good, the creativity's good, the technical mastery is amazing. I mean, that looks great. They're doing a great job filming practical elements also.
There's a lot going on here.
S tier, I'm calling it.
He just couldn't even wait. He couldn't even wait. He was bursting at the seams. I think this is top quality stuff, and I give this a solid S tier.
I can tell it's masters at work here.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have monkey mind, but this gritty reboot of Escape definitely has some of the coolest VFX I've ever seen, and I do truly believe that I'm watching Apes. After you fall into that suspension of disbelief very easily because the quality, I can't deny, the VFX are truly S tier.
Send it up. Send it up. We got our first S drop. Come on.
We're gonna keep the monkey theme going. King Kong, the Peter Jackson remake. Hot off the heels of Lord of the Rings. Decently expensive film. $207 million budget back in the day. In 2025 dollars, you're looking at about $15,500 per second. Now, King Kong has amazing visual effects. It has some groundbreaking visual effects, but you know what? 20 plus years later, there's one scene that I remember more than the others. Oh yeah. Yeah, they're tracking green screen footage and trying to make it look like he's running down rocks.
The practical set though it definitely helps a lot. Oh, that's really hard, man.
Oh, that
really
last guy,
crazy.
the guy who
The
got
low
scaled
res,
down.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is highlighting what I was saying about, putting any physical, practical person on a blue screen into a full CG environment. Add to that the chaos of full interaction with a stampede. I mean, you can't win this one.
No, and the thing is, like, the dinosaur animation is fantastic.
Yeah.
Like the jiggle of the flesh, all that kind of stuff, all the legs. Dude, this sequence of the dinosaurs crashing goes on forever. These dinosaurs are crashing for about 30 seconds. Here we go. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
Dang,
17, 18, 19, 20. They're still crashing. 21, 22. And it got some airtime.
Don't stop.
24, 25, 26. Ooh, rough composite. 27, 28, 29, 30. Half a minute in. 31, 32. What is going on? 33, 34. They're still crashing. 35. 36. This is the one I'm longer than I expected it. For 2, and he shot a guy. For 3, they're still crashing a little bit. For 4, still wiggling. For 5, are they done crashing?
All the other technical elements that I'm seeing on screen, from King Kong, from the dinosaurs, the environments, especially considering 2004. Now, that sequence alone totally took me out of it. I have to give that a D. I have to. But I think there's enough good stuff to still give this thing a lift to the C tier.
I would actually put King Kong's visual effects at a B.
We are probably gonna have to put that on the C.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It hurts,
okay.
but it's...
Okay.
That's the thing, look at the Cybertruck, expensive, looks cool, supposed to go fast, right? Tons of problems with it under the hood, right? Barely works, breaks down. Are you gonna rate it on when it's at its best or when it's not?
This was an infamous VFX movie. It christened our first ever VFX artist react.
That's disgusting.
It's already so upsetting. It's
So
like,
weird.
It's like basically a guy in a mocap
Why
suit.
did you do? What are you doing?
I don't care. I know I'm supposed to be waiting for you. This is contaminated, guys.
yeah.
Like, this is so obviously contaminated. King Kong was almost contaminated, so I made a new category, but I think Sonic is the first that is gonna have to go into it.
Wait.
Before you drop it, it would go in if that's where the story ended. They invested $5 million more, and this is the result. Because now you have something that genuinely looks good. Everything had already been created, all the scenes had been set up. All you're doing is replacing an already full CG character with a slightly different one. When the first trailer dropped, within the first 24 hours, the like to dislike ratio, 0.6 to 1. Almost 2 people disliked for every like. When they dropped the new one, that ratio jumped to 136 to 1. Maybe the best $5 million ever spent. Because now you've got a successful film and 2 sequels.
The redesign's great. Clearly it was a hit with the kids. I'd say B tier for the best films, you know.
I have the exact same jump, firmly in the B category. Very proud of our boy Sonic.
I think that's fair. The claw of life comes down into the nether realm, picks up Sonic from contaminated, brings it back up to B.
Wow.
Good job, team. Good job, Sonic team.
$5 million, amazing investment, amazing. Guys, we're gonna take a little break from our tier list in order to make a tier list, but this one's a little different. Today, we're gonna be ranking the best all-in-one website platforms for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online, starting with today's sponsor, Squarespace. If we're gonna talk Squarespace, we have to talk about their templates, okay? You're talking about professionally designed templates that are completely customizable for those of us guilty who don't know what they're doing. And look, if you're worried about your own level of design intelligence, Squarespace comes with its own built-in. That's right, Squarespace's design intelligence combines 2 decades of industry-leading design expertise with cutting-edge AI technology in order to unlock your strongest creative potential. So look, this has already given me A-tier vibes, but there is one more feature that might just bump this son of a gun north of the border. And that's the fact that you can set up an entire online store, heck, an entire online business on Squarespace. With Squarespace, you can sell products with an online store that is designed to stand out. Invoice clients and get paid for your services. Turn leads into clients with proposals, estimates, and contracts, and simplify your overall workflow, and manage your entire service business on just one platform. So clearly, this is S tier. And if you want to experience that S tier quality for yourself, head to squarespace.com/corridorcrew for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Considering that The Rock is the only one left, I'll just give him a C. It's been great ranking and judging all these websites. Let's get back to the VFX tier list, shall we?
You know what? It's time to take it back to the 90s.
Come with me if you want to live.
It's okay, Mom. He's here to help.
All right, Terminator 2, the T-1000. One of the
Oh,
first CG
groundbreaking.
$100 million budget back in the 90s, which is pretty big. But here's the thing. This is back in the day when not every shot was CGI. In fact, there's only slightly over 40 CGI shots in Terminator 2. Adjusted for inflation, that's $310,000 per T-1000 shot.
Big person. So this
Pretty
is the
spicy.
Bugatti of VFX.
Each shot is a Bugatti.
That's got me fully puckered.
So I think the rating's obvious. It's an S.
I want to agree.
Oh!
I want to. And I still might. Am I crazy? Taking the money into account, I'm gonna put this at A. Sam, talk some sense, brother.
I would say it's easily S tier. And that's why
That's fair.
we go up to the top.
Wow.
What is it that has Jack spooked? How much do you know about Davy Jones?
Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's
Oh.
Chest. We're talking Davy Jones, baby. $13,700 per frame, which doesn't sound like a ton, but when adjusted for inflation, that jumps to about $21,000.
This, like, I can see the money counter going up and I wouldn't bat an eye.
What's the money counter?
$21,000 a second. So a higher end one to what we've looked at so far, but I mean, the results are...
Yeah, every time $20,000 flips up each second, I'm like, yeah.
They're
this
also
shot.
hand animated.
That shot
Look
is
at
the
that.
one that makes me go, made me go, wow.
Made me go wow too.
Made me go, wow.
This dude, it's so good. It holds up. 2008. This stands out to me as S tier visual effects.
S tier.
Let's go.
That one's easy.
Davy Jones.
Like,
salute you.
this scene has been covered to death. and it's for good reason.
So the Burly Brawl is very special. At $40 million for a 6-minute scene, you're looking at about $150,000 per second.
What?
Adjusted for inflation, 2025.
Whoa.
Yeah. This is basically the first full physical rendered CGI VFX sequence. They just went all out on photogrammetry, HDRIs, physical-based rendering. Like, they had cameras set up to capture Hugo Weaving doing the performance from all these different angles so they could rebuild in full motion his head in 3D with all the textures. They invented a whole HDRI capture system to then go and relight things as close to physically accurate as possible. This movie pioneered a ton of technology used in modern-day visual effects. When they made the first Matrix, they wanted the camera to feel like it could be anywhere it wanted to be, like a video game camera, right? It's a virtual world. You can put the camera wherever. That's why they did the whole bullet time spin and did those effects. And they're like, let's do a fight scene in the second Matrix that is that concept, but we truly can put the camera wherever we want. We don't have to spend days building this crazy 360 camera rig. So that just meant like, hey, we have to build full photoreal CG doubles of everybody, which no one has really done before up until this point. So that's where they went through and developed all this technology. And they got really close. They got really close.
Yeah, what do you think, Sam?
This is really hard to watch and judge, and I know all the talented people who worked on this, and I know it paved the way. And I know that when I saw this movie in the theater for the first time and the Burly Brawl started, I was like, this is amazing, all right? Even though it quickly devolved from there. But it's kind of C tier.
Oh, no way. No way. I'd say B. I think there's a lot of Matrix concepts that just don't quite hit here.
I'm saying B. I'm saying B. You have control.
Towards C. I'm sorry.
I respect it.
All right.
I respect
It's a hot take.
Right.
Oh, hold on. Sorry, time out. Guys, I just realized what else is on the C tier? King Kong and Justice League. It's better than that. Okay, let's go. All right, we're going. That's B. That's fair. That's B. like, stay away or you'll catch what they have.
Next up on the hit list,
Waiting on a wish, holding out for someday.
we all know and all love. I'm talking about Snow White.
Oh
Yeah, baby. Depending on whose source, we're talking about an estimated $25,000 per on-screen second of visual effects.
very expensive.
Very expensive.
Now, to be fair, it's the cost of redoing it like 3 times.
Exactly.
Right?
You're constantly reinventing the wheel. Again, that graveyard of indecision, all the VFX underneath it that never see the light of day, that all gets factored into the cost.
It's a little weird.
It's a little weird.
Yeah, like they're very much like, it's kind of like somebody took an AI picture of the original Snow White and typed to make it a CG render and followed the outlines and just put shading on it.
And this is the thing, like compare this to like the execution of the Hobbits or the dwarves in Lord of the Rings, right? None of that's off-putting. You know, you're totally into the story. I just don't see, I don't see a point to this. But as far as technical execution, as far as like the fidelity of it, it's creepy. I am knocking points for creepy because I'm now thinking about the visual effects. But I think B is a fair grade, to be totally honest.
I think so too, because you watch these shots and you go like, there's nothing really else you can do to make that shot look better.
Yeah?
It is a B.
It kind of spiritually belongs with like Sonic, don't you think?
Yeah.
Spiritually belongs with Sonic and Matrix.
That feels fair.
So Avengers Endgame, a very expensive movie, production budget of $355 million. It's expensive, but not crazy expensive, at $19,500 per second. So up there, for sure.
It's up there, and it is a long movie too, so that cost goes up quick. I mean, this was a moment in time for me, at least. Like this in the theater was.
No, this is pretty sick.
Oh, I was buzzing.
I was like, oh, this made all the Marvels worth it.
Yep. Construction. I mean, everything here is real good quality, man. And we've got 19,000 per second, but this, I would imagine, for the total budget, the majority went here.
I'm gonna put a hot take out there. For as amazing and crazy and wonderful as this is, I kind of just feel like giving it an A.
Why? Why do I feel the same way?
I think the reason I feel that way is because while the VFX are fantastic, it feels like more Marvel VFX, right? And Marvel has fantastic visual effects.
The VFX is doing what it needs to have this moment where all these characters come together and fight. And that's why it's A tier. It's supporting the scene versus being center stage.
A controversial one. Electric State, the Netflix exclusive.
We're looking at it because it was expensive as heck.
Yeah, it was expensive as heck. Approximately $21,000 per on-screen second of visual effects. Was it worth it?
God, I hate to say it, but I feel like I could prompt this action scene. I know, that's the hot take right there. Think of all the other people out there trying to make movies and trying to get budgets for their projects. And like, you could take this movie from 320 million to 310 million, and then you could give 10 million to somebody to do the craziest feature they've ever been able to do. You know, it's just like...
I think given the technical prowess of what I'm seeing, like, it is still high quality work. It feels a step below Endgame, but to me it feels a step above Justice League. I would give this a B personally.
Yeah, a B is fine.
Yeah, I think I respect your guys' decisions, but this is obviously a C.
Whoa, overrule.
It's fine. It's not bad. It's just fine. It's fine. It's fine VFX. C. You get a C. You did the assignment. You finished the movie.
Yeah, given the fact that we did add a contaminated rung, C is kind of middle tier.
We're gonna go get Speed 2. The boat crashing into the shore sequence cost $25 million. It's the most expensive sequence ever committed to film. It's 2 minutes long.
Beautiful.
Adjusted for inflation in 2025, $420,000 per second. Yeah. Woo! Now, there are visual effects because they only had like a fake boat hull and they had to like put a 3D boat on top of it, make it look like a full boat.
Wait, why was that so expensive though?
They did this for real.
Yeah, they literally crashed a real, like, sized front of a ship through a real city that they built. I don't know that I can, in good conscience, accept that as being a VFX cost.
Yeah, but they needed that city for the element of the boat crashing into it, which has VFX.
I think you're charging me too much.
I think he's overcharging.
I know my VFX, but that price is too high, sir. I can't compare this to Avengers Endgame. The CGI boat doesn't sit right next to the portal scene from Avengers Endgame, guys.
But it's 1997.
But it's 1997. All right, we can add a row. Overpriced.
Talking about questionable finances. Next up, we have Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Harrison Ford has aged well, but that's still a ton of work.
Yeah, I mean, these angles, like that low angle there, he's getting strangled. That hand on the face,
contact.
pushing the skin, yeah, very difficult to do.
Shoot him!
Harrison Ford's de-aged face looks fantastic, though. It looks really good.
Does it trigger anything in you, or does it?
It really doesn't. It's the best face replacement de-aging I've ever seen. I'll just say it. So I'm gonna say A. I'll give it an A.
Yeah, they didn't quite get up the mountain to A for me, so I'm gonna put this at B tier.
Yeah, I'm gonna totally agree. And I think now that we've successfully put this on B tier, I'm starting to get a sense, really, of like what these ranks really mean. S tier is pretty obvious. S tier is, you look at it, and you accept it for what it is. And then also, by the way, they're pushing the industry forward by what they're doing and accomplishing.
Groundbreaking and also perfect and also artistically amazing.
A tier is really close to that. A tier is, you look at it, you believe it for what it is. It does not get in the way of the characters, the scene, whatever. The VFX are there to support the moment, and they do so perfectly.
When I look at B tier, what I see is highly proficient artists dealing with some focus group committee.
All the puzzle pieces aren't fully together.
There's not full cohesion.
C tier, somebody up high said we're going to go make this movie and you're going to do it like this, and they were like, I don't have the technology or the assets to actually do that, so I'm going to be a good artist and do my best. And D tier is just, it was a mess somehow.
Dumb.
Structurally.
Dumb.
Last but not least, Avatar 2. With a production budget of $460 million. Effectively, 100% of the film is CGI. Adjusted for today's inflation, you're looking at about $43,000 per second.
I'm sorry, if James Cameron asked for my money, I don't care, I'm giving it to him. Because I know I'm getting more back.
All the creature modeling has to be done from scratch. All the vehicle modeling has to be done from scratch. You have to physically simulate all the water. You have to physically simulate everything in the air. You have to physically simulate everything under the water. You have to animate it. You have to light with the caustics and the rendering. You have to composite real people into these shots seamlessly. There's tall blue people hanging out with real people, and you can't tell where one ends and the other begins.
Big money, but it's also, you know, cohesive vision and direction, a stellar visual effects team that is pushing the boundaries, who is given the resource and the time to do so.
From what I've heard about how James Cameron works, like he's pushing everybody and probably pushing them really hard, but they don't stop until they get it right.
Because it's passion driven, honestly. And it comes through. You know where I freaking stand.
Yeah, this one's obvious.
But it's S tier.
It is S tier. It is S tier. I'm sorry.
It does all the things we talked about, and it pushes the technology forward. We are seeing things that have been coded and invented and programmed for this film that have not existed.
And here's what I'm excited about. When Avatar 3 drops, it's gonna be an S tier drop for fire effects now. We're just branched out, expanding into whole new territories.
Well,
I feel good. I feel like this is a very good list.
Yeah, I agree. And Speed 2 is overpriced, but good.
Yeah, technically on the A tier. Let's not forget that. It's not in the gutters. But, you know, according to Niko's numbers, that thing costs way too much.
So these are the most expensive visual effects, but not all of them. There's actually some other films that we didn't get to hit. Please leave some suggestions down below. And also, how do you think about our ranking here? How's our tier list? You know, give us your real thoughts here. Where would you have ranked these films?
And what other genres of visual effects do you want us to rank in this tier format? Are we talking worst of all time? We're talking most famous effects of all time? The choice is yours. Again, leave a comment down below.